Hello, hello, hello. If you're here, just let me know. We're going to wait a few minutes, see if anybody shows up. We're going to be coloring Kittyweens today. You'll have to tell me if it's delayed at all or not today, Meadow.
Yeah, it's about
30 seconds.
10 seconds.
That's not too bad. Say hello so I know somebody's here at least.
Holy dear.
I kind of put the thing up late last night, so. Oh. Hello, Meadow. So I saw another combination early this morning for pumpkins. And I'm trying to remember what it was.
You want me to look? Because I saw it too.
You saw that too?
Yeah.
I think it was Y38 or 35.
Y38 needs to be refilled.
So I'm using 35. I actually screenshotted it, so let me...
B09.
You found it?
YR07, YR16, and Y35.
YR07 and 30. It was 35 instead of 38?
35.
Nice.
And you YR16. Yeah, so that
I have 16. Okay, let me focus this a little bit, make sure everybody can see. Yeah, it just hates me, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to start with E09. We'll see how this works out. Let's see, that doesn't have any pumpkins, so I'm going to do the pumpkins first. Wow, these are really, I didn't realize how clustered these were together. So E09.
Jeff is what's up, Doc?
Crazy Wabbit. How you doing today, man? You're the only one here besides Meadow, I think.
Yeah.
So we're just trying out a new marker combination for pumpkins that we saw online. What's his name, Meadow? Is it Albert? Alberto? There is a gentleman. What's his thing on IG, Meadow? Because I do not want to take credit for this combination. Meadow's looking up the name. So, because this isn't my color combination.
I'll put it in the thing because it's...
You can't pronounce it? You're learning Italian and you can't pronounce it?
Well, it's not Italian. It's just
So Meadow's going to put the gentleman's IG. Everybody probably knows him because I think everybody follows him. If you don't, it's a good... He's one to follow for coloring. He is amazing. So, but we saw his color combination for pumpkins and it was just fantastic. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just his last name first. I'm not sure. But I'm hoping this will look really nice like his did. Hey, Sarah. Thank you. So is everybody enjoying Saturday, or are they at work? What are y'all doing today besides watching me do this? Let's see. So I'm just going to try it on these pumpkins first. Normally I color all of the images at once, but I'm a little nervous whether I can do this color combination correctly. Do you still have that up, Meadow? Is it 16 or 07 next? Probably 16. 07?
Darkest to light.
Oh, nice. Were you working in the barn or cleaning up? What were you doing in the barn, Sarah? So I'm going to go ahead. If you're hearing a bunch of noise, it's... Oh, Meadow, we didn't plug in the mic. You guys can probably not even hear me that well. We didn't plug in the mic. I don't know if it'll work now, but we'll see how this goes. Meadow's plugging in the mic for me. So here, just put it over here. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know if you guys can still hear me or not. Oh, that's nice, Jeff. We missed you last time, so thank you for popping in and saying hello before you go out.
Yeah, even the comments are delayed.
Oh, are they delayed?
Yeah, you're getting them like
way faster?
Yeah.
So it looks like our comments are delayed for Meadow, so hopefully they're not so delayed for you too. Oh, wow, that is a lot, like a lot of work, Sarah. I know how hard it is to be a dairy farmer, but thank you very, very much for doing that. I really, really appreciate all the hard work that you guys do for us. That is some hard work. My husband actually worked on a dairy farm during his summers as a kid. So he definitely knows for sure. And I used to live next to a gentleman who had a smaller, I mean, it wasn't like anything super big, but he had a small dairy farm, and we had pigs and rabbits when I was growing up, and horses. So if we had the property today, I would probably more than likely have a farm as well. But we do not have the room for that. We have the barn, but that's about all we have room for. Animals that big take up a lot of space. Oh, thank you, Jeff, for letting me know. We've never done it to where we plugged in the microphone later, so I wasn't sure exactly how that was going to go. I think I'm liking this color combination. What do you think, Meadow?
Looks very nice.
Yep, I think I like it.
Sarah said we are very small. But I'm more than enough work for just my husband and I. Sorry, part of it's covered.
Yeah, the little heart covers it sometimes. Thank you. Yes, if Meadow approves, then I'm definitely golden, thank goodness. So I'm going to go ahead and color in the rest of these. And so, Sarah, where are you guys, if you don't mind saying, because I know this is online and everything, but where are you guys located? Do you guys sell your milk? Is it just local? I'm very curious. Sorry. You know, if something I'm interested in, because I'll actually start talking to everybody about it. I just know the kind of work that goes into that. I think it's amazing. And farmers don't get recognized enough, I don't feel. So I'm just doing, I didn't explain what I was doing with these colors since I was just playing with them. But I'm just doing the parts that would have like kind of like a cast shadow.
They're in upstate New York.
Oh, okay. Up where it would actually be nice to be out in the yard. Down here in North Carolina, it's,
Gross.
I don't know, today it's kind of, it's warm, but it rained last night, I think, so it's not as sticky as normal, but sometimes it just gets sticky with the humidity. I love the heat, but I wish we were back in the desert, because when we lived in Palm Springs, it was just it would get up to like 120 degrees, but because it was dry with no humidity, it only felt like it, well, to me, don't ask my husband, but to me, it only felt like it was like 80, maybe 90. It didn't feel like the sticky hotness that it is most of the time. So just coming down. Jeff, are you trying to be punny? You're so funny. But yes, they do an amazing job. This I like these stamps because, I mean, normally I don't like, so you'll probably never see from us the stamps that like you have like a bunch of cats piled on each other, or a bunch of one animal type, or whatever piled on each other, because I find that I run out of ideas on how to color them all differently, and I get kind of bored with it. And I thought I would get bored with this, but I think because all the pumpkins are different themselves, it's not so bad.
Sarah wants to know, what color are you going to do the kitten pumpkin hat?
Oh my gosh. Yep, we're going back.
And Jeff said, "Ain't I a stinker?" with a bunny and a carrot emoji.
Yes, you are a stinker. You stinker. Here we go, Jeff. What movie is this? You stinker, Danny. And thank you, Sarah, for pointing out that I didn't do the little pumpkin hat. I was so focused on the pumpkin, I didn't look up on his head. So there we go. And we'll just color him along with these ones. I think I got all of it. Did I get all of it, Meadow?
Yep.
Okay. So now, YR07. Go ahead and just go. I'm going right over the top of that E09. And now I'm going to go to these ones. These are actually really nice. Easy to color. What brand of cardstock am I using? I am using, I'm a really heavy-handed colorist, meaning I use a lot of ink. So I am using Nina. This is such a long name. I hate it. It's Nina Classic Crest Solar White. And this is 80 pounds. Sometimes I'll color with the 100 pound. It's not quite as smooth as Express It. And when you have a paper that isn't quite as smooth, it's going to suck up the ink a little bit faster than something that's really smooth like Express It or Hammer Mill that are extremely smooth. And for me, being a heavy-handed colorist using a lot of ink, the ink tends to sit right up on the top of the paper. So I overblend very, very easily. So that is why I use Nina, because it's more porous. So that way it'll still blend for me. And I've tried using less ink and not being so heavy-handed, but it just doesn't work out very well. I guess it's just, I try to practice that, but I still tend to just go, woohoo, let's go, let's use all the ink. Which is amazing to me because I don't go through refills quite as fast as I would think that I would. Meadow, can you check the description for me and see if I actually put the link to the paper in the description? I don't know if I did or not. So now I'm going to go ahead and use YR16. I'm just going to use a little bit on his hat.
No.
I am loving this. Okay, can you remind me to put the link to the paper into the video when we're done?
Yeah.
Into the description?
Sarah said, so what color are you going to do all the kitties?
I don't know. I was thinking about doing them different colors. Maybe using some W's, maybe using some C's. I'm not sure. Maybe making a couple calicos. Do you have a suggestion? Do you guys have cats? I don't have cats. I have dogs and rabbits. And groundhogs, if you count those out back.
Sorry.
Oh, and we have the neighbor's chickens. They seem to like our yard better than their own yard, so.
She said many.
Then you need to give me some ideas on what color, how to color these little cats. I usually do calico just because I like how it turns out, and I happen to love calico cats. I myself am allergic to cats. That's why we don't have any. And I used to have a cat a long time ago that I took medication for just so that I could have this particular cat. But I found that the medication made me really drowsy and just kind of was not a great day for me taking the medication. So when that cat passed away, I decided not to get cats anymore.
Sarah said I have an all black, an all gray, and a tiger stripe in my house.
Ooh, tiger stripe. That sounds fun.
Jeff said can't have a kitty because of Bubbles.
Yeah, I don't think Bubbles would enjoy having a cat around.
And then Sarah came back and said we have a couple calico in the barn and a bunch of tigers.
Ooh, you have a farm, so they would be really good having cats for a farm. I just now thought of that. I'm loving this pumpkin color. I love it, love it, love it. So we are definitely going to have to put that in our Blendables book so that we can have that color combination.
I'll write it down.
And then let's see. So, maybe I will go ahead and do the leaves for now just so that I can decide who and what I'm coloring and how. I'm trying to think if I should do darker leaves so that I can do like a nighttime theme behind these on a card. Because right now I'm thinking like shadow box card for these so that I can kind of put them all together. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I think I'm going to go a little, let's see. Let's see how dark. Let me see. Let me get a piece of scratch paper here. Ugh. So that is G85. And then I bet, let's see.
Jeff said the combination really makes it pop out at you.
It really does. I'm really loving this combination. I think I like this combination. This is YG95 with the over the top of the G85, and I'm kind of liking, because I like this part here, but I really like it with that undertone of the 85. Let's see. Let me see what this looks like. No, that is not the color I'm going for. See, now you guys can see, because you guys are always like, well, normally not you and Sarah, but usually everybody else is like, how do you pick your colors? Now you guys know. I just play with them. So I'm going to go ahead and use the YG99. And I'm just going to put like, I'm just going to go right under here. Just like a little dark undertone. Oh, my hand is shaky today, so it's like, no, don't make me color the little stuff. This little stuff, though, that's just going to be, I'm just going to fill that in with a little bit of the darker. I'm not going to try and use a whole bunch of markers on that. That's just insane. Oops, I forgot these ones. And I might as well get the stem while I'm at it. Oh, and his little stem. Okay. That's the only hard part, I feel like, for me for coloring is little tiny stuff and shaky hands. They just do not mix very well. That's why we tend to make our images a little bit bigger too, so that I can actually color them without feeling like I'm just going to shake all over the place outside of the lines. So let's see, almost done with this part. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and use...
Sarah said, did you illustrate these images?
These ones, we actually bought these ones. So the girls are the ones that Meadow and I usually do, which is kind of fun process for us because I usually start them, but then I'll get to a certain point and I'll be like, nope, I'm having problems with this part. You do it, Meadow. And so, oops, I forgot one. So she'll go ahead and she will, either finish it out or she does part of the clothes or I do, different parts of the whole thing. So it's really fun getting to work on the images with Meadow. Some of the stuff, though, sometimes we will go ahead and add things to different, like if we bought an image or something like that, we will go ahead and, add a little something to it behind or something like that. Just in case another artist or another stamp company buys from that artist, then our stamps aren't exactly the same as the other company is. So like right now, which I think is funny, Pink and Maine actually released the same, like we have the little, what is it, Pumpkin Patch Critters, and they named theirs Pumpkin Patch Cuties. And we came out with them at the exact same time, and we bought them from the same artist. So we're not using the, like theirs has a bunny sitting on a stump, but our bunny it's not sitting on the stump. So it's quite kind of funny.
My scrapbook loft says hello from Kentucky.
Hello. How are you doing? What's your name, Scrapbook Loft? So that unless you want me to call you Scrapbook Loft, which I don't mind. But I feel kind of weird saying that, just so you know. I feel like I'm not being very polite. So just getting some more little greens in here. Oops, it's upside down. So G85 now. Just finishing out this. I'm wondering how I'm going to go ahead and do this spider as well. I think I might just have to cut him out separately. That way I can have him hanging or something right above these little cats on the card in the shadow box. So I'm really thinking shadow box for these guys. I think that would be fun. So now I'm going to finish out the leaves, which I just realized I forgot his hat. So I need to go back. That's really tiny. So I'm just going to use my G85 to go back to his wee little hat. And I'm just going to finish the leaves out with the YG95. There we go. And finish out any little stems. I'm sitting here just thinking of more and more ideas for cards as I go along. Like making the pumpkins that have faces, their little faces light up or something. I love interactive cards, especially light up ones. They can be so fun. Okay, almost done with the leaves, and then we can move on to the kitty cats. Do you have any ideas for the kitty cats, Meadow? What colors? What did you do your cats?
I did all mine with black with the leaves.
Okay, so we'll try a few of those. Let's see. So can you hand me some W's since you're over there and taking all of the markers? That's it? Okay. So this is it. So I'm going to start with W3. So I'm going to do this guy, this little black cat. But I'm using the W's. This is what Meadow used. Now, if you saw the picture that was on the live advertisements or on the cover of this video, that was actually Meadow's coloring, not my own. And she did all those little kitties with W's. So I'm just getting around his eyes so I don't go into the white of his eye. And then let's see, how many kitties do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, we have 7 kitties. 8 if I include this one over here. I should have done her little leaves in her hat. So let's see, we'll give him a black hat. We'll give him a blue hat. So we'll color him dark. So animals, especially little tiny animals, I usually don't do like any special hair technique or anything like that, especially since these are just like little cartoony type cats. So I usually just color them in pretty much like everything else is colored. And I'm going to go a little bit darker on this side. So we'll have more light over here. Let's see. So that leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and color all the way over here. I am going over his little nose just because I can go back in with a pink marker. Probably E93 for his little nose. Okay. so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my W5. I didn't want to go directly in with my darkest color just because I didn't know how that was going to go. So I'm just going to go in and get some of the shadows. And I'm not going to go directly up to his face because the light's going to be hitting, but you will still get a little bit of shadow because this cat's going to be in his way if I have the sun or the moon coming from this direction. But most of the time, I don't really pay attention to where my shadows are and stuff, just because I want to make sure I'm still having a good time. When I start stressing about where the shadows are, I start freaking out and it's just not enjoyable anymore. So most of the time, if I'm putting contrast in at all, it's just to make things come a little bit more forward. Because like before I put that little line right there, it all kind of blended in, but now it looks like the ruffle around his neck is coming forward a little bit. And I'm just going to smooth that out a little bit with some W3. And I'll probably smooth that out a little bit too, but I'll come back to it. I'm just putting a little bit more dark on him for the shadows. Wow, I've already been coloring this for like 40 minutes. I didn't realize I was going so slow. So sorry, everybody. I think with the images that have a little bit smaller images, I tend to go really slow. There we go. So now all the black kitties or dark gray kitties are colored. Excuse me while I get a drink. Okay, now I think I'll go ahead and do a couple of calicos. I love my calico kitties. I think they are so cute. Do I want to go? Yeah, I'll just go with W5. Let's see. Give him a little spot here. Give him another little spot. Plus, I think calico kitties are probably the easiest ones to color in my book. Let's see, we'll make her a calico. Let's see, and we'll do over here. We'll just make it give her a little dot on her tail. And let's see. I'll make this one a calico. And all I'm doing to make this, if no one's made a calico cat before, all I'm doing is like just shaking, like literally just shaking my pen back and forth. Let's see. Now for a nice orange. Let's see, what about, yeah, there we go. So I'm going to use YR23. And I'm just going to kind of blend that into the W5 a little. I just feel like you can give them a lot of personality by making them calicos as well. Because you can just put spots anywhere and everywhere if you want to. Makes it kind of fun. There we go. Okay, and then for their white bits, let's see, white bits, I think we'll go, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to go with W0. And I'm just going to go ahead and color in their little white bits. And that'll help blend it all in together as well. And with using a little bit darker of a color for the white bits, it'll make that really look like they're in a nighttime scene as well. There we are. Meadow, are your comments still moving? Okay. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Because mine are not moving. There we go. So let's see. I think, wasn't it Tiger Stripe? It was Tiger Stripe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let me see how I'm going to do that. And what colors. Let's see. Sarah, if you're still here, what colors are your little Tiger Stripe kitties? Are they orange? That's what I'm assuming. But are they like dark orange, light orange? Let's see. Kind of liking that one. And that is YR24. Let's see. Maybe with, oh, a black and gray tiger. See, that's what I get for assuming. I should never assume. I don't see very many black and gray tigers. Or at least I don't. Let's see. Hi, sweetheart. It's okay if you're... Please, you don't even need to watch me color. You color amazingly. It doesn't matter if you're late. We're trying to figure out black and gray kitties. What do I want to do? Ooh. How about, let's see if this will work. Ooh, that might work. That might work. Okay. So I don't know what your colors look like, Sarah, your kitties, but I'm going to go for using my N's and my W's, and we'll see how this turns out. Who knows? Okay. Meadow, can you check that one? The lid was off a little bit. I want to make sure that one's still working okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the little, it's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the little stripes first. I think I'm going to go with W3 stripes. Oh, you're so sweet, honey. Hey, if you ever want to guest design for us, let me know. But I know you just started with Pajama Crafters, so that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Joy is amazing.
Sarah said they are dark gray with black stripes.
Oh. Sarah, I'm getting this wrong then. So I need to do the blue. Oh, I'll do the gray first. Thank you. So I'm just going to go ahead and color him gray then. Like a darker gray.
The lead.
Yep.
She said yes, I'm so excited.
Yeah, Joy is amazing. I am so happy for her that she took over. I can't even think of the old company name now. Oh my gosh. Prickly Pear, that's what it was. And I'm so happy she's doing so well. I'm excited for her. Okay, so, and then we're going to do this little dude. Here we go. Okay. Okay, now, Sarah, now I'm super interested in your kitty. You're going to have to send me pictures of your little kitty cat. He just sounds, I've never seen a gray, now I feel like I live under a rock, but I've never seen a gray and black kitty cat. Maybe because my friends have only had the calicos or the orange stripy ones. Let's see. I need my W1 again. Whoops. Flip that around. That just sounds so cute.